Hello and welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit and this is my continuing Let's Play of Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. Right, last time we went to the party and we ended up uncovering a vampire, and that is how the guy who we were sent to bring down his media career has been recovering so quickly from his massive injuries. And we managed to talk her into getting him to sack a actress from her job after a little battle, in which it turns out she wasn't quite the vampire we had anticipated her to be. Is there anything else in here that we can do? Is there anything we missed? Does not appear to be. It's a nice apartment though. Did we get anything there that we needed? No, let's log out. Lovely bath. Not sure. Oh, it's a sort of a semi-walk-in closet place. Okay, so this is like the Ooh, brilliantly bright red wine. I think it's probably blood. No. Another walk-in closet. Wow, this guy has so many sort of fountains. Has so many suits. Strange. Let's go to the mezzanine floor. Oh, we're done now. Let's skedaddle. Let's roll back. The clink of glasses and sound of Neville Mar's party fades into the distance as you leave the Repulse Bay. As the MTR carries you towards Hayway, the mountains of Hong Kong Island rolls by as looming masses obscured by rain and storm clouds. Penelope Wong has been fired from promises in the moonlight, and Ma will be at a serious disadvantage without her. Whims of trade viewers shift as readily as the tide, and without the starlet's presence, promises in moonlight will undoubtedly lose ratings. However, with Kufang at his side, Neville Ma may be able to thwart any of Dr. Sheng Yang's attempts to undermine his other businesses. Interesting. Well, that was considerably easier than I had anticipated it being. And let's continue on our way. Oh joy. Do we have a crash situation again? No, we do not. I hope. It is taking a long time to load though. Okay. Come on. Maybe we do have a crash situation. Okay, I'm calling this a crash. No, no, we're back. We're back. Excellent. So let's head to Dr. Sheng. Oh, we can level up our people now. Let's quickly do that. So she can either do AP damage, and she gets body +1, willpower +1, conjuring, spirit summoning, and that's a huge level up. That poison fog was okay. We can either augment that or augment this. We haven't done much in the way of summons. Let's augment the poison fog there. She either gets boost routine, which increases persona speed while sneaking. Decking increases. Not too worried about her weapons. He will get modded flashbangs. Nail grenade. Ooh, wow. I will definitely take the grenades there. And this guy, despite having done nothing, stunned targets. We don't have many stunned targets. Excellent. That's like a heal. Okay, well, I'm pleased at that. So let's... Where are we going? We are going down here. So let's head over to here. I'm going to investigate this in a bit. Mahjong parlor. Talk to Dr. Shen Ying. Shen Yang is busy puffing away on a foul-smelling cigar. His comlink in one hand. His eyes flash with anticipatory glee as he sees you. Dr. Shen greets you in the name of all producers. How did the shindig go? I got the information you wanted. You explain the night's events from start to finish. When you speak, Shen Yang's face grows ever more incredulous, until finally his mouth is left hanging halfway open. He slowly places the cigar in a nearby ashtray and shakes his head in disbelief. That has got to be one of the single strangest stories I've ever heard. Vampires in the trade industry. What a nightmare. I can't believe you let that leech keep sucking on Neville. Big ace to have in his pocket. And what if she starts biting on other people? Actors and whatnot. Not an optimal outcome, but I guess it's okay. You got me Wong, and that means his show's dead. Alright, kid, I'll send payment to your matrix drop. You earned it. Glad to be able to help. Dr. Shing's about to speak, but his comlink begins to buzz. Irritated, he answers it and switches to speaker mode. Yeah, who is it? What do you want? Hello, Shen Yang. I just wanted to let you know that I've released Penelope 1 from her contract. If you're still interested in her, she's all yours. Also, I hope your business is doing alright. I'd heard you'd had some problems with cash flow. If you need a loan, I'd be happy to help. Dr. Shen Yang eyes the image of Neville Ma with deep suspicion. You don't sound too mad, Neville. What's the catch here, anyway? You must have the next big thing lined up already. Oh, Doctor, there's no need for it. Excuse me? Do you want to know why I keep winning our little contests? And why you're always playing catch-up? It's because you think people like Miss Wong actually matter. They don't. Stars are crafted, molded out of talent, yes, but ultimately constructed. With enough time and effort, anyone can be made into a star. It's just a question of manipulating public perception. Maybe so, but I got her now, and your show's dead in the water without the star. What do you think of that, huh? I think that I'm going to do what any good soap opera producer would do. Write her character out with a tragic death and bring on someone new. You labor under the misapprehension that viewers have loyalty. They don't. They only have appetite. As long as you chase stars like Wong, you will lose. Don't be afraid to think bigger, Doctor. Reach for the drama, not the dramatists. And with that, Neville Ma hangs up on Dr. Shen Yang. For the next 30 seconds, Dr. Shen Yang releases a stream of violently imaginative invectives at his phone. Even Strangler Bao looks taken aback at the ferocity of Shen Yang's anger and the inventiveness of the sexual positions that he describes. Finally, he takes a deep breath and composes himself. That dirty little weasel, insulting my creativity like that. The nerve. Go on, kid, we're done here. Thanks for all your help, but I gotta get along. I've got to talk to a guy about buying a bunch of snakes. Okay. Let's head back to our boat. Then on the way back from that, I want to do a little bit of questioning. Oh, here we go. You enter the trawler and find your crew gathered together waiting for you. Isabel has her head buried in the PDA. The rest of them stand watching her, trying to be patient. What's going on? Isabel paces up and back, trying to decide how to begin. I've been doing my homework on Josephine Sang and Sang Mechanical Services. You're pacing, so that tells me you found something. Oh yeah, I found something all right. Isabel lifts her PDA to her face and consults her notes. In 2011, Sang Mechanical Services was a D-level corp floundering in the shallow end of the Hong Kong corporate pool. That's when Josephine Shui married into the family. Josephine thought big. She conceived of a massive project that would catapult TMS into the big time. Something she called the Prosperity Project. Prosperity? That's what Raymond was mumbling about. What's the Prosperity Project? Once upon a time in the 1900s, the walled city was a densely populated slum. Something like 30,000 people crammed into 6.5 acres. Wait, I've heard this story before. It's a shithole, hell on earth, yada yada yada. That's today's walled city, the second walled city. The first walled city started life well over 100 years ago and lasted through both world wars and almost through to the awakening. It was torn down in 1994 when the government finally had enough. It had become such a haven for criminals, excuse me, that the cops would only enter it in large, well-armed groups. That's familiar. In 2021, Josephine Sang proposed a vision for the new type of low-income housing project, the Prosperity Project, a self-contained, low-cost walking neighborhood for the poor. But on a grand scale, the Prosperity Project would give Hong Kong's poor and the flood of refugees pouring into the country a place they could call their own. Something that felt more permanent than the sprawl intensity that spontaneously sprang up after the first walled city was demolished. The Prosperity Project would replace the tent city and would be symbolically built on the site of the old walled city. The slogan was a place of dignity, where prosperity begins. The apartments weren't much bigger than the space you'd get on your average coffin motel, but they were built around plazas and marketplaces that contained goods and services catering to the poor. The government forgot the lessons of the last walled city. They loved the idea of containing the refugees and poor only a few densely populated blocks. It kept them out of the public eye. Securing the contract catapulted Sang Mechanical Services' fortunes ahead. It eventually put Josephine Sang onto the executive council. That doesn't line up. How did she get so powerful by building a slum? It's a very big slum. Apparently it was also the beginning of a series of lucrative building contracts that propelled TMS into the big time. Where'd Raymond come into all this? Raymond Black doesn't come into it at all, but Edward Sang does. Edward Sang? That's your foster father's real name. Raymond Black was actually Edward Sang, the only son of Josephine Sang and her late husband Breakwater Sang. Edward was in charge of laying the groundwork for the walled city, excavation and utilities, running in power lines, sewage, that kind of thing. So our secret foster grandmother is trying to kill us. It looks that way, yeah. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Remember that massive grey water leak that flooded the basement back in 48? When we got back from that camping trip in the Salish, Ray screamed bloody murder about that. We were not smiling. I've never seen him so angry. He sobers. But did Raymond know how to fix it? No. Ray didn't know the first thing about sewer lines. He had a small army of plumbers, probably paid him double what the job was worth to fix the thing, and it still took almost 2 months to get the leak under control. And Josephine put him in charge of the city's utilities? No wonder the walled city smells like that. I don't think Raymond had anything to do with the utilities in the walled city. No, another. Okay, let's go to the mission computer. Collect payment. 200 message out of town from Kylie Chen. I'm not in Hawaii right now, so don't bother coming to see me. We'll talk on our time. Please continue with our business ventures in the meantime. And data retrieval. I hope you're enjoying your newfound success in the shadows. I've got another job for you, one that should prove very lucrative indeed. I've been contacted by an employee of Eastern Tiger Corporation, and he needs you to steal some research data on biological samples from his employer. The man's name is Tiger Thorite. Until recently, he was a researcher in a genetic engineering project. He was cagey with the details, but I gather that it centered around phenotypic alteration and postnatal genetic enhancement. Unfortunately for Wright, he's got a conscience. Stupid man. Luckily for us, he's willing to pay to have his conscience assuaged. Wright's project was apparently quite horrible. Experiments on living children, total disregard for biomedical ethics or safety. And when Wright raised concerns, he was taken off the project. He's decided to step outside the bounds of the law and expose their wrongdoing to the world. The snag, you see, is that his wife and child live in Seoul. Not quite the heart of the Eastern Tiger's power, but close enough. He's afraid that if he releases the information himself, they'll be taken prisoner and used as leverage. The idiot should have thought of that before, but that's not our problem. Samples and data are currently on an Eastern Tiger cargo ship, the MV Nachi. sailing near Hong Kong on their way to Seoul. The storm slowed the ship down, so you don't have to go right away, but don't take too long. Once you have the data and samples, you're to call Wright. I've attached his number. He'll give you instructions on how he wants the information leaked. When you're ready, let me know. I'll arrange transit with Captain Jomo. He's the local Loho Joa pirate and smuggler. But don't let that put you off. He's as good as they get, and he'll have you on that ship without incident. I've let Captain Jomo know you're ready. You can find him down on the end of the pier in my parlour zone. He'll handle everything from there on out. Okay. Access that. Claim payment for sold data. Claim payment for the Wusing logistical. $150. Hey Lorraine, I was able to cut out the proprietary bits of the files that we recovered at work. A few new yen. But there was a lot of junk data none of the buyers wanted. I decided to archive the leftover paperwork, requisition orders, etc. Nothing special, but I figured I'd keep it on hand. Okay, that's post-pay data for sale. Post the Repulse Bay construction plans. 2 days, and go back. Jobs directory. Claim payment for finding the data. Bum. Another 1,000. Go back. Walk away. So we've got a lot of money, I think. Yeah, nearly 7,000 new yen, but I don't think we need any to do anything with it. Let's see, we might want to buy some new armor. So we've got body 5, which is pretty potent. Quickness. Let's improve our quickness again. I thought I'd just done that. No? Oh, it's quickness. Oh, it is quickness. Oh, we're already at quickness. Oh, good lord. There we are. We're now at 7. Screw it. Okay, let's head back out. Let's go talk to him, our peoples, about the last run. That's our brim. Good to see you. You smiled. Now leave me alone. I got stuff to think about. What do you think about the last run? What do I think about it? Well, let me ponder for a second. He begins taking things off on his fingers. We crashed a fancy party, disturbed the who's who of the Hong Kong trio scene, and fought a vampire. And in the end, we didn't even kill the damn vampire. We got a starlet fired for money. That was our big accomplishment. He shakes his head. Makes me miss the simplicity of being a cop. Anyway, enough about that. Need anything else? Let's talk later. Let's head up here. A quick chat to Isabel. Isabel's avatar blossoms under the screen at your approach. Need something? I'm busy. Any thoughts about the last run? She shakes her head. Nope. Sorry, jacking into octopus is how I relax after a long day's work. Some people go to sports bars or strip clubs. I do this. As a rule, I don't spoil my leisure time. Okay. Screw you then. Gotta go. Bye. Let's talk to Gobby. Yeah, again, what's up? How do you like life here on Big Texas? It's fine, shaping up. Having new roomies is always nice. She smiles. How are you enjoying your cabin? Comfy enough for you? It isn't half bad, better than some of the places I squatted back in the Barrens. I hear stories about the Redmond Barrens. Sounds like a real winner of a place. Kowloon isn't any better, of course, but at least our little slice of home is safe. I'll take Big Texas over the Barrens any day. That's the spirit. A lazy smile spreads across her face as her fingertips brush Madness's back. Right squeals and darts back into the safe haven of Gobbert's hair. Any thoughts on the last run? Man, if every job we could get could be about going to fancy parties and stealing their food and booze, I'd be a happy camper. I don't understand why those trait types get their weird rivalries, but I sure as hell won't turn down money to keep them help them blackmail each other. I have to wonder, though. Do you have a soft spot for vampires or something? I mean, it's awfully nice of you to let Kufeng live, but don't you think it's dangerous to let her hang around in public? Sure, we got Wang fired from the show, but even so. And Kufeng seemed pretty new to the whole vampire thing. I'm betting she'll piss the wrong person off and end up with a stake in her chest sooner or later. So what else do you want to chat about? Did any of the stuff in that story actually happen, or did you just make it up for my benefit? Seattle. I'm hurt. I went down all exactly like I said it did. She pauses. Well, except for the couple of embellishments here and there. But they make a better story. Artistic license and all that. Gobber leans back and stifles a yawn. Madness and Folly dart up her left shoulder and lock their beady eyes on you. Hate to break it to you, kiddo, I'm beat. It's been a long day. Lesson's over now. Pick it up in the next time. Alright. Yeah, that sounds good too. I'll have your next lesson ready and waiting too. Scurry along now. Your mentor needs a rest. Okay, let's head back. I want to head out. Just quickly. I want to go down here. Can't be asked. Let's go buy some weapons. And or armor. Okay. Oh, come on. So look what we're selling. Outfits. Yeah. Looks good. Yep, double the armor. Jesus, are we having This is beginning very slow all of a sudden. Oh, wow. Okay, let's have a look at what you're selling. Let's sell the old armor back. So, confirm. Let's take a look at weapons. We've got a rifle. Should we make it a better rifle? Can we make it a better rifle? SMGs, shotguns, rifles. Let's see. We've got damage 10, capacity 36, pierces 2 armor. Damage 10. So that's a better. That pierces 1 armor. Yeah, this is our current one. These are the sniper rifles. Damage 16. Damage 18. I think I'll buy this. I think I'll buy this. Okay, I think I'll leave it like that because I want to have the option to use either. Okay, so we've spent a lot of money, but we now have a sniper rifle. As you pass in front of the walled city, something takes hold of your chest and squeezes. An internal pang, like a panic attack, but worse. You feel your chest compress, and for a second the world turns to liquid. It takes all the effort you can muster to keep from falling over. A striving patchwork of images flashes before your eyes, fragments of dream and sense memory all stitched together, playing on a loop in your head. Walled city residents kneeling, the churning sounds of groaning gears, lean buildings, soiled streets, used needles on a sidewalk. The images come faster and faster, teeth, thousands and thousands of teeth. The Roman barons and the first man you ever saw killed. A crown of ivory over a shimmering veil. Duncan at age 10, his legs pumping, running for his life from a pack of Halloweeners. Strange anatomy that doesn't make sense to your logical mind. A door, a heavy industrial door, something is written on it in faded yellow paint, but you can't make it out. Just like that, the slideshow ends. The images fade to nothing, returning you to the highway streets. The outermost facade of the walled city towers over you, huge and oppressive. A group of kindly changed blue lanterns pass you by, oblivious to the event that just took place in your head. Take a step forward and then another. You still feel woozy, but you don't need to take a knee. The event, whatever it was, is over. Your mind is your own. Interesting. Okay, I think I am going to call it there for today's episode. This is a little odd. Didn't get a huge amount done, but we have massively upgraded ourselves. We've now got 6 points of armour and a sniper rifle. So we have doubled our armour in one swift go. So, thank you ever so much for watching. We'll do another different run next time. So, anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If not, do not worry about it. Thank you again, and goodbye.